this week we're going to Asheville, North Carolina for my birthday, and we're going to be examining on the surface some of the nonprofits, a few of the nonprofits that operate out of Asheville, which I believe align pretty heavily with the Happiness Factory Gardens mission. So if you're new here, welcome to the Happiness Factory Gardens vlog, and if you are a subscriber or a return viewer, welcome back. Let's go to Asheville. Nesa, where are we going right now?
We're going to Grandma Lisa's house.
Yeah, that's where we're going. We're going to trade cars with my mom because we're headed to Asheville, and though our electric car can make it and there's charging stations along the way, and we've done it before a couple times, it's a little bit quicker with her car because you can make it pretty much there and back on just one tank of gas, one big old Subaru tank of gas. So we're going to be trading cars with her, and then headed to Asheville for a few days for my birthday. Are you excited, Nesa, to go to the mountains?
Yes.
Yeah, and are you excited to see Grandma Lisa right now?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. Can Grandma hold me?
Yeah. Hey.
Is she awake?
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Aaron. Hey,
Say hi.
Hi.
Hold me.
Here we go.
Real phone.
Hi. What did she say?
Real phone.
Real phone. How does this thing work?
It's like a seatbelt.
Like a seat belt?
Yes.
Oh, you're adorable.
It's a seatbelt for me. It's just small, a little bit tiny for me.
A little bit tiny for you. Here we go. All right. Oh my goodness. What an adorable baby.
This is the
You're a kid.
This is the beast that we'll be taking to Asheville, and it'll get about 500 miles on a tank as opposed to our 200.
Also mash these bananas, and it's a little bit better, but these are not quite ripe, so they don't, there you go. You want to put a little bit of peanut butter on this side too?
Yes.
Okay. I see it. Here they all come right there. Here.
All of them come.
All of them, see?
Wow.
They're coming. They're big and
Yeah, they are. Here's a good place to feed them, is right up here, because they can reach better. If they come up here,
come chickens.
yeah.
Come chickens.
Come chickens. Here, put your hand in here and get some rice, and throw it to them.
It's eating it. And oh, they're so cute.
They're so cute.
Let me feed them some more rice.
They do like rice, and this is healthy for them. It's brown rice. Hey guys! Is the white one there?
Yeah, here comes the white one.
All right, come here. She's the one that sounds like a duck.
I throw the last one.
It is.
Okay.
There comes the right
I'll
one.
put the rest of the rice right there if you want to grab it. You're smart.
They love rice and corn. I'll throw some over there for them.
Okay. They really like it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll give them a few minutes. Look at them. They're enjoying it, aren't they?
Yes, they are. They're eating it all up.
They're eating it all up.
They love it.
All right, quick change of plans. Anila had some meetings come up for our first day morning that we're supposed to be leaving for Asheville. So we're ending up leaving tonight. So I'm just waiting for Nesa to get back. She's on a quick walk with Grandma. She wanted to go on a walk with just Grandma. So they're walking around, and when they get back, we're going to head home and leave tonight to head to Asheville. So I'll check in with you all on the ride there or when we get there. We'll see. Here they come. They're back. Hey, ladies.
You hear my doorbell?
Yeah, keeps going off. Hey, little lady. Yeah.
Freezing.
Not too cold for me.
She's never cold for some
No.
reason. It's weird. Ness, are you ready to go to the mountains with me and Mommy? We're going to the mountains.
No.
Just for a little bit. For a few days for my birthday. Are you excited?
No.
No? You want to stay here with Grandma?
Stay here, Grandma.
Yeah,
wanna
of
stay
course
with
you
her?
do.
Okay. I think your mommy and daddy would miss you too much.
Yeah, and you'd miss us.
I don't miss me.
You wouldn't miss you?
Oh, you'd miss us. We know you would.
I don't.
Hey, look, there's Brooks. He's on top of the air conditioner. That is the craziest thing, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty cool.
Say, hey, Brooks.
Hi, Brooke. He doesn't talk.
He doesn't talk now.
Okay, so we're on our way home from trading cars with my mom. Nace is asleep back there right now, so I have a little time to vlog continuously and get out all the things I have to say for this week's vlog about the nonprofits, good nonprofits that I've found in Asheville, North Carolina. A little backstory on Asheville. This is actually where we moved to when we first moved to North Carolina. That was the destination for us. That's where we wanted to live, but it's a big tourist community, and so there weren't very many full-time non-gig work jobs, and so we had to move around North Carolina a little bit until we landed just north of the Research Triangle with a good full-time job for Anila. And so that's where we are now, but we still visit Asheville often because we love it there. It's as I said, it's a big tourist town, but there's great food, there's great art, and there is great outdoor spaces and things to do for someone who's visiting. So we're going for my birthday. It's like my favorite place to go, pretty much, and it's so close to us, which is awesome. It's just a morning's drive, or in this case an evening's drive. But yeah, so anyways, aside from having all those cool things that I like about it, I've realized recently that they also have a great nonprofit scene. So there's quite a few very niche nonprofits that are also big, started in Asheville. And so anyways, in this video I want to detail 3 of those. In later videos I'll go into more and into more detail of these 3. But so let's start with number 1. Number 1 is Root Cause Farms, and this one we're actually going to try to visit while we're out there, if possible, if our schedules intertwine, if we can make it happen. Root Cause Farm is a nonprofit farm that grows organic food for donation. So they work on volunteer labor, and they donate their food to I'm not exactly sure where, but they donate it to people who need food. So I'm going to look more into it. Hopefully we can visit there while we're out there and talk with the farm manager or someone who works there and learn a little bit more about the operation going on. That I'm super excited about. All right, number 2 is Earth Equity Advisors, which is a financial advising group that will take your portfolio for you, your investment portfolio, and they'll dig into it and give you a detailed look at what hands the companies that you're invested in are in, what the hands are in. So what they're spending their money on, and also just in general what companies you're actually invested in and what they do, because a lot of people have investments that they don't even know they have, or that they definitely don't know what is going on with that company, and they definitely don't know what that company supports and donates their profits to. So Earth Equity Advisors will go in and tell you all the businesses that you're supporting that you wouldn't support if you knew you were supporting them. I think that's amazing. We're definitely going to go get an analysis done from them. It's a free analysis that they do. So we're going to definitely do that with them, because there's a lot of things that I would not want to be supporting, and who knows what we're supporting right now. So that's 2. Number 3 is Organic Growers School, and that is a nonprofit that they host workshops, classes, and offer services to teach the community and wider community how to farm, how to grow, how to garden, and how to do so organically and sustainably. So they have a spring workshop. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but I will. You can find that on their website. It'll be linked in the description below this video. They have a spring workshop coming up, which will be in the next video, not this video, but the one after this. And it will be, the spring workshop is on essentially what to do for spring, I think. But they have a lot of different speakers and breakout sessions and things. I think it lasts anywhere from a few days to a week, this workshop. But I'm looking forward to doing that, and I'm looking forward to paying more attention to this Organic Growers School, because I think that's amazing. That's definitely in line with what Happiness Factory Gardens is trying to do, which is educate and empower people to grow their own food. Yeah, that's definitely where I'll be paying more attention to Organic Growers School in the future. This workshop is my first taste with them, but from what I see on their website, they look super legitimate, and I'm very excited to participate in this workshop. It's free, and then see what else they offer. Yeah, so we're driving to Asheville tonight, and when we get there, I'm gonna get some clips, and hopefully we can meet up with someone at Root Cause Farm and see what that's all about. It's a charity farm, which is Happiness Factory Gardens is in the works of becoming a worldwide large-scale charity farms network. So I think we can learn a lot from them and implement it into our future endeavors. So anyways, I'll see you all soon. When we get to Asheville, I'll check back in and show you the beautiful place. If you've never been, you're in for a treat. It's called the Blue Ridge Mountains that Asheville is situated in. I believe because from afar it looks blue because of all the greenery, all the trees, and the elevation, and the something about it. It looks blue, really does. It looks like the Blue Ridge Mountains would look in a cartoon, and this is real life. So anyways, it's beautiful, and I can't wait to go for my birthday, and I will check in with you all later. Good morning, Asheville. Good morning, Blue Ridge Mountains. I see.
I'm to get a squishy doll and
Cool.
a stretchy doll. I'm to get a squishy doll and stretchy doll. I'm to get this squishy doll and stretchy doll. And I'm to get this stretchy and squishy doll. I'm to get this squishy and stretchy doll, okay?
Okay.
That's what you want?
Yes.
You don't want the pink heart?
Mm-mm.
You don't want the pink ball?
Mm-mm.
You don't want the sea monkeys?
Mm-mm.
You don't want the baby doll?
Mm-mm.
You don't want the potato clips?
Mm-mm.
You don't want baby bottles?
You don't want the baby bottles?
Mm-mm.
Okay,
I want this.
that's the choice.
That's my choice.
Okay.
That's my choice.
Kaleidoscope. You want kaleidoscope?
Ooh, I love it. Ooh, cool.
Those are so cool.
Look into it. Look into it here. And rotate it up here. See? Want that?
Yes.
You can get that.
That's your choice?
Yes.
Okay.
Come on.
Hey, so we're going out to Root Cause Farm to see if we can take a tour of the farm and maybe talk with someone and ask what it's all about there. We tried to call. They, I guess you might be supposed to schedule an appointment. I'm not really sure, but they also on their website say that you can just come. But on the phone it said to schedule a tour, leave a message or something like that. But we're gonna go by the website, and we're just gonna show up. And if they can't accommodate us, that's fine. But if so, then we're gonna hopefully talk with someone and see what's up at Root Cause Farm. All right, so I decided not to film while talking with the farm manager because we didn't let her know ahead of time that we were coming. So I felt it would be kind of rude to like pop out a camera and be like, hey, by the way, can you do an interview on camera? But she did say that she'd be willing to do that sometime. So we're going to make a return trip to Root Cause Farm sometime late spring to early fall when things are really like, in bloom. Nice and pretty, and you can really see what the farm looks like when it's fully operable. Of course, she did mention that due to COVID, everything is not fully operable. Like there's not as much money coming into the farm as far as donations, and there's not as much volunteers to help out. But it is still operating, and it is still doing good work. So what I did discover about the farm is that it is pretty much exactly the food side of the operation that Happiness Factory Gardens hopes to be doing, at least at our first levels, but the same model that we hope to incorporate into our later stages of the mission. Essentially what they do, they take volunteer work and they take donations for seeds and donations for operation costs. We'll link their website down below. You can actually leave a donation. We decided to do that while we were there. It's a great cause. When I say that they are aligned with our mission, what I mean by that is that first and foremost, they're growing food to distribute for free, and they're growing healthy food and good food, not just giving their junk leftovers or whatever. Which there's nothing wrong with that, but it could be done better, and they recognize that. Something that she mentioned, her name is Janice, by the way. She's the farm manager. She's the only paid employee there, and she's there, I suppose every day, or most days when there's something to do. And they do a lot. They have a big operation there. They said that they use more of the farm when they have more volunteers and more supplies and more funding each year, but when they have less, like this year, they scale back their operation, but they use the same property. They just use less of their plots. But one of the things that really struck me as being aligned with our mission is that not only do they give food, but they're focusing on the whole body approach, where they're not just giving food to someone who's hungry and then that's it. You know, they're trying to teach someone to farm, first of all, because they offer, you know, it's volunteer work, but they do offer classes and things on the farm. They grow and donate good organic produce and food, and they donate that to other operations which are giving on a continuous basis to people who can't afford food. So essentially, it's not like they give you food once and that's it. Woohoo, you're fed. We got our numbers. Our charity fulfilled their mission, and someone was fed for the day. Their purpose is a little bit greater than that. I would consider it greater because they're trying to get people fed until they are able to get on their feet, and not just with whatever they have, but they're spending their time and effort and energy on growing good food, like that you would want to eat, regardless of if you can't afford food or if you can. Janice also mentioned that there's actually a small network of farms in the Asheville, North Carolina region that are operating similarly. They're not affiliated, but they do have a meetup 4 times a year where they discuss obstacles and hurdles and the ways that they've gotten past those, and how they're, you know, they come together to try to make the overall efficiency of the operation of growing and donating food better. So I thought that was really cool. There, you know, it's cool nonprofits, they're in it for the purpose and the good, and they're actually doing what they're saying they're doing. They don't have the ulterior motive of trying to garner a profit. So I love that about a nonprofit structure. And we've actually decided with Happiness Factory Gardens, after leaving the farm, Root Cause Farm, me and Anila were talking about it, and we were like, I think I finally realized that a for-profit structure probably isn't the best for something that you're doing for charity. My idea was that I would be the bank or the middleman of the money, and I would take money from the for-profit centers or the for-profit operation side of Happiness Factory Gardens, and I would give it to the nonprofit side, but the whole business would be considered a for-profit business, but I essentially wouldn't collect a profit. However, we decided that it might be better for getting the operation off the ground to be a nonprofit, and it's unnecessary for me to be that middle money distributor, intake and distributor, where we can just be a nonprofit, have an account with a few banks or a bank or however it might work for us. So it was very inspiring being at that farm, and I look forward to visiting again and getting everything that she said on camera so that you all can see what a charity farm actually is like. Talking with her really enlightened and inspired us, and we are ready to go forward with Happiness Factory Gardens whenever we can find the time to really dedicate to it, and have the community support. So that's where this YouTube channel comes into play. I'm out here on the YouTube world searching for a community, by showing our process and learning in the process and building, all completely transparent for you all, to follow along on the journey. One more thing, it's part of the Root Cause Farm name and mission is to not only cure the root cause of hunger, but to attack it and educate about it. So they have workshops on their farm where they discuss the root cause of hunger and kind of make it more accessible of an idea for people who aren't struggling with hunger, and to make it well, I'll just let her talk to you later on in the next time we visit the farm. I'll let her talk to you about it because I don't want to create words for them. But anyways, we love the farm, and we'll definitely be back, and we are in full support of Root Cause Farm in Fairfield, North Carolina, which is a community just outside of Asheville. Anyways, that's what I have for this week. I hope you enjoyed our trip to Asheville. This next week is going to be about our spring 2021 plans for this coming growing season and mistakes that we made this past year and how we plan to avoid those mistakes this coming year. So I hope you'll come along. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing below to the channel and hitting notifications to all, hitting that little bell and switching it to all so you're aware of all of our future uploads. And coming along on this journey with us. We can't do Happiness Factory Gardens. We can't spread our love for people and our ability to help in this world without a community support system. So I hope you all will consider joining that community support system. And another real quick thing to do, if you liked this video, enjoy our mission, if you gained any valuable information or enjoyed this video at all in any way, please hit that like button. That will really help with the YouTube algorithm spreading this video to other people. All right. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.